today is special because I get to show you something that I cook regularly, something that's a crowd pleaser for even my little ones here at home. Hey, Christy here, ready to show you a couple of ways to add flavor quickly and easily. I've been talking to Lucy and Kristen at Well Balanced Nutrition, and we are excited to bring a couple of international flavors to you today. We have Moroccan and we have an Indian curry. This chicken involves a two-step process. Normally, I cook the chicken thighs sous vide, have them in that vacuum sealed bag, I chill them for a day or two, and then I pull them out, when I'm ready to grill them for dinner. But because not everyone might have that equipment or that interest, there is another way. To share a little story with you, it was about 4 o'clock last week when I realized that it was fairly late in the afternoon at that point, that the chicken thighs I had for dinner were still raw, completely unseasoned, sitting lonely in the bottom of my fridge. So I also had one little kid who was snacking very slowly. I had another older kiddo who was very eager to go out for a hike, something which he couldn't do by himself. So I said, okay, let's compromise. As quick as I could, I ran outside, turned on my gas grill, I preheated my oven, and I got that chicken seasoned and in a quick marinade. I cooked it for about 10 minutes on medium-high heat just to get a little color. Then I put it back into that same dish with the marinade, covered it tightly with foil, and put it into the oven. At that point, I'm not even sure if the oven was fully preheated. Didn't matter. So it stayed in that 350-degree oven for over an hour. I think it was about an hour 20. We got home probably an hour later. I put together the rest of dinner, pulled it out, and we were ready to go. It was a minimal effort as far as getting that chicken ready, and it didn't make a ton of dishes to deal with later, which was super nice. Okay, we are here outside on this gorgeous day with my ancient yet wonderful gas grill. An important step that I already completed was lifting off the grill bars and scraping off all the old, greasy, burned up bits from the heat diffusers and from the very bottom. When cooking foods that drip grease, you want a relatively clean grill below to minimize flare-ups. Sizzling sounds and tiny flare-ups are cool, but prolonged flame directly under your food can ruin everything quickly. Not to mention it's dangerous if you're cooking a lot of food at one time. Trust me, I know. You'll notice I'm taking care with these pieces. Not only are they slippery, but should be placed with the top smooth side touching the hot grill first. This makes for lovely grill marks and cleaner, easier lifting when it's time to turn and flip the chicken. Little pieces can go on there too if they're not so small as to fall through. You'll notice I'm giving these pieces adequate time to brown before attempting to rotate or flip. This also makes for a cleaner grill surface and better looking chicken. The heat is also just above medium because chicken thighs are best cooked a little slower and because the grease drippings get problematic in super high heat. Now that these lovelies have some color, I'm returning them to the same dishes where they were marinated. I'll add a tiny bit of cooking liquid. It can even be water if you're in a hurry. I'll cover them tightly with foil and bake for about an hour 20 until tender. Okay, so we are back inside. My chicken has been grilled, it's been baked. It's also been cooled off so I can safely grab them and show you how we're going to plate them up today. All right, I have the Moroccan chicken, which I will do first. I have prepared a dish with cauliflower rice, some little sweet bell peppers that were on sale at the store this week. I love the color, the sweetness, and they go so many things. It's amazing. We have this, which was falling apart a little bit, so I've left relatively big pieces of chicken here. They will be super easy. You won't even need a knife at the dinner table unless you really want to. I'll make a nice little plate up here. And then, of course, get some of that cooking liquid, just a little bit. You can put that right over the top and it will bring a little more flavor to the entire plate here. Because it's Moroccan food, I always think of preserved lemons, which you could add to your marinade or your liquid here, as well as olives. Green olives come in many different varieties. These are Castelvrano, which are my favorite. They are buttery and delicious. I'll add a few for garnish. Feel free to add them at any point in the cooking process, honestly, for the plating, as we're doing. Then we have preserved lemon. So these are super duper salty, but they are absolutely lovely, very common thing to find in Middle Eastern, Northern Asian cooking, or what am I saying, Northern African cooking. Sorry about that. Just going to add some. That's all going to get mixed together as we eat it. And just for fun, a little parsley because we got some. Why not? There we go. There's the Moroccan chicken. And then we have our curry chicken. If you made these spice mixes yourself, you'll notice there's some overlapping ingredients like the cumin, the turmeric, and that's the fun thing about global flavors. There's overlap. Things play in different cultures. Kind of the same as before. I've got some big pieces. I'm just gonna arrange them on the plate. It's totally up to you how you do it. Bowl, plate. You can chop it up, make things easier to scoop with a spoon. It's really up to you. Once again, go to the sauce. This one I had some coconut milk for the marinade, so I added just an ounce or two, and that makes a nice, lovely thick sauce to spoon over the top. We can parsley it up just like the Moroccan if we want. Make it fancy. And there we go. I'm gonna steal a little bit of this shred off the side to taste it. And that's really good stuff. Thanks so much for joining me today.